Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2024, and today I want to talk to you all about losing friendships in adulthood. Lately I have been in my season of shedding, and I have lost a lot of my old friendships. I know it's for the best, but my gratitude has not caught up with my grief just yet. Um, I'm still mourning the loss of a lot of my friends. A lot of the friends that I once had, I've had to let go of because we are just no longer on the same page. Some of them have gotten into drugs, um, and they are pursuing lifestyles that I no longer want to align myself with. And so I've had to let them go. And I've realized a couple of things. The more boundaries you have, the less friends you have. The more you begin to respect yourself, and the more you begin to set firm boundaries, you start to notice a lot of people fading away. And I know it's for the best, but it hurts. It hurts having to let go of people that you once thought was going to be part of your life forever. You thought these people were your day ones and nothing would ever break you apart, but you start to realize that sometimes you just have two different journeys that you're going on, and you have to separate for the sake of your own individuality, for the sake of your own spiritual evolution, and for the sake of your own salvation. And I've learned that the more you respect your time, the more you respect yourself, the more you respect your life, the less friends you have. When I was out there drinking, when I was out there smoking weed, when I was out there having casual sex, throwing it back at clubs, I had all these people in my life, all these people cheering me on, cheering me on. You know, the cheer section was in full supply. But the moment that you begin to take a step back and reflect on your actions and make changes, you start to notice that these people no longer are in alignment with the person that you want to become. You also realize that these people don't really support you. They support your brokenness, they support your damage, they support your degradation. You know, as long as you're willing to embarrass yourself and reduce yourself, people are always going to applaud you. They're going to celebrate you. And I think a lot of times people do that because they don't want you to do better than them. They don't want you to succeed because then you highlight their mediocrity, you highlight their flaws. They accuse you of being arrogant, they accuse you of being judgmental whenever you try to elevate yourself. And you're none of that. You realize, like me personally, I'm none of that. I'm just a person seeking a different way because the way that I've been living has not been fulfilling. It's been spiritual suicide. It has been spiritual suicide. And the thing about it is this: people are all too willing to watch you suicide yourself and murder yourself for the sake of their own entertainment, for the sake of their own ego, for the sake of their own comfort. They're all too willing to watch you circle the drain just for their amusement. But the moment that you're doing things that promote your wellness, that promote your well being, all of a sudden they have an issue with that. And so it makes me question, for one, my own judgment. And that's another part of the grief because you realize that I chose these people to associate with. I chose these people. Of course, I offer myself grace because I realize that I chose these people because I was acting out of limited awareness. I was acting from a place of desperation, loneliness. I was seeking a meaningful connection from people that really didn't have the capacity to offer that. I prize availability over compatibility, you know? And so there were so many things that I have got to take accountability for on my end because I chose these people. I chose to bring them into my world, bring them into my space. And now I realize that it's important to be selective about the people that you bring into your world. You know, 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled. Bad association spoils useful habits. You know, you want to deal with people who can sharpen you like iron. Iron sharpens iron. In the scriptures, it mentions that too. And this is so true. When you're hanging out with people who are dull, guess what? You can never be sharp. You will be dull too, because you'll try to fit in order to maintain relationships. And I realize I've done that too. I have dummied myself down and dimmed my light just to be able to fit in and relate to my friends. You know, I don't want to come across as that Bible thumper. I don't want to come across as this holier than thou. I don't want to come across as this arrogant person. So I kind of just hid my light when I should have been seeking out other lights who can enhance my light, who can add fire to my candle. You need people in your life who can add fire to your candle. Are they going to light you and keep you lit in a healthy way? And not keep you lit in terms of high and drunk and keep you in a cloud. No, are they going to keep you lit in terms of add motivation, inspiration, fire, passion, dedication? Are they going to bring out the best in you? Or are they going to just keep you stagnant in a state of inertia? You know, I know for me, the test of a good friendship is this. Do my friends make me want to give more? Do they make me want to do more? That's the question that I always ask myself. Do the people that I associate myself with make me want to be a better person, or do they make me want to be bad? Do they make me want to give more and give from the heart, or do they make me stingy and make me want to hoard resources? Because they're so selfish, they inspire my own selfishness. That to me is the litmus test of a good friendship. Do they make me want to give more? A lot of the people that I roll with or have roll with in the past, they make me want to withhold. They make me want to not give it all. They make me want to be guarded with my resources. And to be honest, I've always felt uncomfortable being that way. I feel as though I have to hold my breath like I'm suffocating around certain spaces because I want to give freely. I want to love freely. But then you basically have to, for one, you have to just protect your heart. You have to guard it because a lot of people don't reciprocate that love. A lot of people don't appreciate that love. And so you find yourself just having to withhold and keep it to yourself, because to give that love to the wrong people, to people that are takers, you'll find yourself feeling depleted, empty, resentful, upset, bitter. And those feelings, I don't want to feel. I do not want to feel. So I've realized that in the season of shedding, I've had to let go of a lot of people. And as I mentioned earlier, it was for the best, but my gratitude has not caught up with my grief. And I'm waiting till I can really feel and walk in my gratitude, because I am grateful. I'm very grateful. You know, I prayed to God and I said, please, God, reveal, remove. And now I'm saying, God, please reveal, remove, and replace. Bring some good friendships into my life. People that actually want to love on me, that want to share, that people who have a respect for God, people that have a respect for His word, the Bible, people that know the definition of reciprocation, who could take accountability and ownership of their role, of their traumas, of their wounds, and they have an awareness of how those wounds play out in relationships. I think a lot of people, they have not done their work. And to be honest, this is work that is never ending. This is work that it doesn't have a due date. It doesn't have a deadline. This work is ongoing. So I need people in my life who are willing to do the work on themselves continuously. This work is not a destination. It is a journey. And I know me personally, I have to offer more grace to other people, and I do. But I've also thought and seen in my friendships, a lot of times people take your grace and they treat it as foolishness. They exploit your grace. And I say to myself, at what point does grace become enabling? Poor behavior. At what point does grace become enabling? Because a lot of people exploit your kindness, they exploit your grace, they exploit your forgiveness. They rather ask forgiveness than ask for permission. And see, I'm the opposite. You ask my permission first before you ask my forgiveness. You make sure that you are careful with how you move around me before you have to ask for my forgiveness. Because I realize that people are too easy to say they're sorry and offer you a perfunctory apology. This easy apology. No. Watch how you move with me. It's like my grandmother used to say, don't be sorry. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful how you move around me. Treat my friendship like fine china that you never want to break. Treat my friendship like money you never want to lose. And I think a lot of people these days, they just don't do that. They feel like, oh, this person will always be around, and if not, oh well. They treat people like they're expendable. There are some people in this world, contrary to popular belief, there are some people in this world who you cannot replace. They're irreplaceable. So you value them and you treat them like they matter because they do matter. And to be honest, a lot of people don't even treat themselves like they matter. So how can you ever expect them to treat you like you matter? They don't treat their lives like their lives matter. They don't. They go out here, they put themselves at risk. They lack awareness into the value of life. They don't always understand the value of the life that they have. And so how can they ever value your friendship or value you? And so this is where I'm at right now. I have to value myself enough to walk away from friendships and relationships that no longer serve me, to walk away from friendships that do not respect my boundaries, that do not respect my beliefs, that do not respect the man that I am trying to become in the world. If you don't respect that person, then you have to go, because at the end of the day, I am a friend to myself first. I am my best friend. And that's what we have to realize. We are our best friends. Everybody else, they're a wonderful addition, but at the same time, we are the first relationship that we have. We are, and if you're not treating that relationship special, guess what? It's going to be an offshoot to every other relationship that you acquire. If you're not treating yourself with love and with consistency and with honesty and commitment and devotion, you're going to attract people in your life who do the same thing. And that's what I've learned in this season too. You're going to attract people that are inconsistent when you're inconsistent with yourself. If you don't respect yourself, you're going to attract people that don't respect you. See, the thing about it is this. I'd rather be alone now, and I mean this with every morsel of my being. I'd rather be alone now and feel whole and be respected than deal with people who are going to take pieces out of my life and just disrespect me. Nah, because to be honest, you're alone with company. Have you ever felt that, like you are alone but with company? You don't really connect a vibe with the people that you associate with, but you still have them around as company, as warm bodies, or even dead bodies, because there are some people who are just not a vibe at all. They're just dead inside. And so you just have a bunch of dead bodies lined around you. But you feel as though that's better than being with yourself, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'd rather have a bunch of dead bodies around me than my own company. Nah, that does not make sense to me. So my thing is this: I'd rather be alone than have a bunch of dead bodies, a bunch of inactivity, inactive spirits around me. Mm-mm. You can keep it. So in this season of shedding, I'm trying to find the gratitude, and I know it's coming. I know it's coming. At the same time, I'm also trying to work through the grief, and I know grief, it comes in waves. Some days are better than others. Some days are really difficult when you start to reflect back on all the good times that you had with former friends, all the joy that they once brought you, but you are on a different page. And so it's time to build with people that are on that same page, that are going your way, because authenticity in friendship is essential. You know, if you are to be an authentic friend, you have got to honor the truth that is inside you. You've got to honor that truth, and to stifle it, to suppress it, to hold it down for the sake of a relationship, it's not going to work. You're going to be resentful. And so I'm just grateful. I'm very grateful that I'm in this season right now, because I know that it's making space and it's making room for those real friendships, for the authentic friendships that are right for me, for those genuine relationships, for those roots, not just a bunch of branches or leaves. No, for those roots that are genuinely designed for me. So that's the beautiful thing. And now my hands are free to receive them. Because before I was just holding on to so much resentment. I was holding on to a lot of dead weight, a lot of dead spirits, you know, with these empty relationships and friendships. But now I've released them. And so now my hands are free to receive my blessings. So that's the beautiful thing also about shedding. You free up your hands to actually receive all the good that's coming your way. So I want to say thank you to all my supporters out there who are definitely rooting me on. I support you in kind. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your ear. You don't know how invaluable it is to me. So I thank you. And I hope this video is helpful to let you know that you are not alone. Right now, we are going through a season of shedding. Right now, we're going through a season where truth is going to be revealed. This is Revelations personified. Right now, we are in the book of Revelations. We are being introduced to a lot of hard truths about people, about work, about the spaces we occupy. We are now coming into an awareness. And when you start coming into an awareness, that light is going to burn away all the lies, the baggage, the hurt. Is going to burn away all that. And what's going to remain is the pure truth. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Like when you wake up in the morning and you're introduced to the sun, your eyes are first introduced to the sun. It's bright. It's glaring. You're just like, you can't handle the glare. You have to adjust to the light. Right now, we are all being called to adjust to the light. And so I encourage everyone out there, begin to fix your eyes and get them ready for the light, because the light is coming. It is coming, and it's nothing to fear. It's nothing to run from. It's something to embrace with open arms and open hands. So adjust your eyes to the light, get ready, and begin to make space for the beautiful relationships that will come your way. So I hope this video was helpful, and thank y'all for listening. Peace.